Okay. All right. So, today we're going to be reading Pete the Cat's Groovy Bake Sale.
Can I please spell that out?
Sure.
P-E-T-E-H-B-A-K-E.
Good job. And you spelled Pete the Cat's. Okay? And so, what we're going to do is fill out this chart. Okay? It's what I know, what I want to know, and what I've learned. Okay? Thank you very much, Uni, for sitting quietly while we're doing this, too. Thank you, Marley, for spelling that for us. That was great. Okay, so first we're going to do is what I know. So what can you tell me about Pete the Cat, or about bake sales, or just what can you tell me, anything about this story?
Bake sales?
Oh, wait, hold on. Did I see a hand? Do we have any hands up? Do we have any hands up? Oh, thank you, Marley. That's good. I like that. Here we go.
Bake sales are when lots of people make out a stand and sell lots of food.
Okay. Ooh, I need to get my pen. 1 second. That was great. I need to write that down on our chart. Hold on. Okay.
Oh, hey, potato.
Okay. So Marley said that bake sales, there's stands, and what else did you say? They sell lots of food, right? So
and lots of people come out.
Food. People come?
Yeah. Because that's what bake sales are about.
Oh, Mr. Potato, you have something to say? Oh, yeah, sometimes I do sell cookies at bake sales. Max, do you have anything? Do you know about bake sales?
Okay, let's just stick them off.
Oh, I'm sorry, Marley. We don't want to talk out like that. No? You're gonna pass? Okay, thank you. Do we know anything else? Do you want to talk about anything else? Marley, do you have anything?
That's it.
That's all you know about bake sales, huh?
Yes.
Is that there's stands, they sell lots of food, people come, people sell cookies, like Mr. Potato said. Mr. Longneck, do you have anything that you might know about bake sales or Pete the Cat? Oh, you're right. Pete is a cat. You're right. So now why don't you guys discuss amongst yourselves maybe some things that you know about bake sales, or what you like to eat, or maybe some of you guys have baked. Has anybody baked before? Why don't you guys talk to that with your partners?
Unicorn.
Okay. Oh, so in your kindergarten class, you whispered in their ear.
Yeah.
I like that. Go ahead and do that, Marley. Thank you for the suggestion. Okay, looks like everybody's done sharing. That was a good job whispering in each other's ear. I like that. Marley, thank you for that suggestion. That was really nice. Did you guys have fun?
Yeah, like seriously, we do that at our class.
Yeah, in your kindergarten class.
Yeah.
Thank you. I like that. Okay, so what's something that you guys might want to know about this book or about bake sales? What's something you might want to know? Marley, do you have anything that you might want to know?
No. Why on Pete the Cat right there?
Mm-hmm.
There. Why did they have big words on it?
Ooh, why is it bigger than the other?
Than the other words up here.
You know what? I wonder if the illustrator had something to do with that. Because what does the illustrator do?
Writes the words.
Does the illustrator write the words, or does the illustrator make
Draw.
the pictures?
Make the picture.
Makes the pictures. Good job. Way to correct that. Nice. Okay, so Marley wants to know why it's different. Okay, Uni, you said you have something you want to know? Ooh, that's a good, yeah, I want to know that too. So what Uni said, Uni told us that she wants to know what Pete is going to make.
Maybe cookies or ice cream? Maybe cake.
Maybe a cake, maybe ice cream.
Maybe an ice cream sundae.
Okay.
No.
So we
Where are
ready?
you?
Oh, maybe cupcakes.
First of all, before I start this story, I want to say that everyone has been sitting so nicely. Marley's sitting crisscross applesauce. Miss Potato Head is sitting nicely. Uni sitting crisscross applesauce. Thank you guys so much.
But dinosaur needs to.
Yeah, he's big, so that's okay. Sometimes we have to make different things for different people.
Yeah, and you can't really crisscross his legs.
That's okay. We're all different,
And
right?
you need to cross his upper ones too, and then he can fall down.
Okay. So let's be focused on the story now. Ooh. Another thing I almost forgot.
What is it?
Do you know the different parts of a story?
Huh?
So if there's an end to the story, what other parts might there be?
A little bit. Maybe some pictures.
Maybe some pictures?
Some more Pete the Cat. Some more Pete the Cat books that are on there that you can buy.
Oh, that's right. So
I've seen that on different.
what I want you to pay attention for when I'm reading is the beginning of the story, what happens in the beginning, and then I want you to pay attention to what happens in the middle, and then I want you to tell me what happens at the end. Okay? So when we're listening today, we're going to listen for the beginning, the middle, and the end.
Got it.
Okay? So that's what we want to pay attention to today. All right. Pete the Cat, Groovy Bake Sale. Here we go. Pete the Cat is excited about his school bake sale. He wants to bake a treat. What's this do we see in this first? What is this thing?
A cake and a sign.
A sign, but what's the sign on? This looks like
A stand.
a stand. That's what Marley said that she knows about. And what do you know? It's right in the first page. Here we go. Let's see. What should Pete bake? Pete loves sweets. Do you know anything that he's using right here in the picture?
Spoon.
A spoon.
A bowl and
What is this?
a pan.
A pan or a cooking sheet?
Cooking sheet.
Yeah. Pete loves cookies. Pete loves pies. Pete loves brownies, cakes, and marshmallow treats. And ice cream sundaes. What's your favorite treat on here? On this page?
I like all chocolate.
You like all chocolates?
Yeah.
What was that, Uni? Oh, Uni likes the sundae. What about you, Mr. Longneck? You like chocolate chip cookies? Me too. I like them when they're squishy. Okay, so Pete right now is thinking about all the stuff that he can bake, right? In the beginning of the story. I'll make cookies, Pete thinks. Pete takes out eggs, flour, sugar, and of course, chocolate chips. Who likes chocolate chips? Raise your hand. Oh, I like the silent hands. That was great. He puts everything in a bowl.
Uni likes them too.
Oh, thank you, Uni. I'm sorry I missed your hand. He stirs and stirs. Pete makes a big mess. He rolls the dough into balls, and his mom helps put them into the
Dad
oven.
said this is a fit catcher.
Excuse me? Can you please go back to the pre-K room, because we're recording this right now, and we're reading a story. If you'd like to join us, you can. Yes, Max.
This is a fish catcher.
Can your teacher please grab you and take you out of here?
Oh.
Thank you. All right, here we go. They wait for the cookies to bake. They smell so yummy. Then things smell less yummy. Some of the cookies are burned.
I would say one cookie, and I would say 2 cookies are not burned.
You would say just probably 2 are okay?
Yeah, because
Salvageable? Yeah, it looks pretty bad. Have you ever burned anything when you baked?
I burned my hand when I did sparklers.
Oh, yeah, that's not baking, but that does burn. Okay. Pete has to start over. What else can he make? He tries to make ice cream sundaes, but they turn into ice cream soup. How do you think Pete looks right there? Does he look happy about this ice cream soup?
No, he looks upset and sad.
He does look upset and sad. I agree. Let's see.
And I think he thinks he's gonna miss the party. He's gonna miss the bake sale.
Oh,
I
maybe.
think he's gonna miss it.
Let's wait and see. He tries to make pudding pie, but runs out of crust. The kitchen is a big mess. He has no treats for the bake sale. You'll find something yummy to bring to the bake sale, says Pete's mom. He has some berries, vanilla pudding, and a few cookie pieces. I've got it. Is there a problem? Are we okay?
Yeah.
Can we keep our hands to ourselves?
She's
please?
just falling.
Yeah, let's keep our hands in our laps, okay? Thank you. I've got it, Pete says. I'll use a little bit of all of it. So he adds whipped cream and berries to the pudding and stirs. Okay, here we go. Then he adds some cookie pieces to the mix. Carefully, he scoops some onto a tray. What do you think?
Ice cream, chocolate chip, strawberry sundae.
Ooh, you think maybe that's what he's whipping up?
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Here we go. Pete puts the tray in the fridge. What's the fridge?
A fridge is where we keep some stuff.
What kind of stuff? Like your Legos?
No.
What do you put in the fridge?
Some eggs, some milk, some mustard.
Oh, food.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The next morning, it is a tray of tasty, groovy berry goodness. His mom helps him scoop his treats into little cups. He brings them to the school. Pete puts his berry cups on the bake sale table. What is that? Asks Callie. Groovy berry goodness, says Pete. His friends give it a try. His dessert is a hit. Soon, all the treats are gone. So, Marley, can you tell me something that happened in the beginning of the story?
There was Pete's friend and her bake sale.
Right.
And
That was in the beginning. Very good. High five. Thank you. Is there anything else that happened in the beginning of the story? Oh, that's right. Pete couldn't decide what he wanted to make, huh? That's a good job. Thank you for sharing that. What happened in the middle of the story? Marley, do you remember what happened in the middle?
I forgot. Can I please skip my turn?
Oh, sure. Let's see. Does anybody else maybe know what happened in the middle of the story? Oh, Dino Dan. You've been quiet today. Oh, you know what? You're right. In the middle of the story, he was feeling a bit sad and frustrated because he couldn't make anything, right? He tried to make the sundae, but that turned into sundae soup. Ice cream soup, I mean, right? Like we see here in that picture. And then he just made a big mess out of stuff. And then, so then what happened at the end of the story? Does anybody remember at the end? Okay, Mr. Potato, you think you might know? He was thinking about baking a cake? Oh, that's what happened in the beginning of the story when he was thinking about making a cake. I like that. We're thinking about the beginning, middle, and end, but that's not quite what I'm looking for. I'm looking for what happened at the end of the story. Marley, can you help Mr. Potato out at all? About what happened at the end of the story?
Yeah, but can you come over here so I can talk to him more?
Can you just please tell me?
Okay.
Thank you.
His friends got to taste his groovy berry.
Yeah! You're right. That is what happened at the end. His friends got to taste his groovy berry. What do you call it? His groovy berry goodness. You were right. You remembered it all. That's a great job. Okay. So that's what happened at the beginning, middle, and end of the story.
Mm-hmm.
So can you tell me something that we learned from this story? What did we learn?
When we make mistakes, that's how we just keep trying. When we make mistakes, that's how we know to not make them again and keep trying.
Wow. I love that answer. Right. I love that answer. That's a great answer. Let me write that down. Marley, did you guys hear that? Marley said that she thought the book, what she learned from the book, is that to never give up. And that if you make a mistake, you can learn from your mistakes. I think that's an awesome response. Okay, thank you. Okay, so I wrote that down on our chart here. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna pick people that are sitting quietly with their hands in their laps, sitting crisscross applesauce, to go to their desks, okay? And we're gonna do a chart. And the chart is we're gonna fill it out from the beginning, middle, and end. So I want Uni and Dino Dan to fill out the chart as it is. But Marley, Miss Potato Head, and Longneck, I want you guys to fill out the beginning, middle, and end with pictures. Okay? So I'll explain it more when we get to our seats.
Okay.
Okay, so if you guys can please stand up quietly and go to your desk.
I'll help you to get in her seat.
Thank you.
With me.
Thank you.
I won't forget you either.
All right. So
I'll get you last time.
I'll get it. So you go ahead, go over there, set Dino up. Okay. Let's see. Where am I gonna put the phone?
I want to sit next to you.
So why don't you sit over there?
I'm gonna put Uni right here because she's big enough.
Okay, so go ahead and sit down, please. I'll pass out the papers. Okay. Uni, you can go ahead and sit next to Marley. There you go.
Come here, partner.
All right. Okay, so we're going to do a little worksheet. Okay? Here's a worksheet for you. Thank you very much.
Oh, sorry,
Okay,
Uni.
looks like Uni might just be a little tired. We'll just put Uni over here.
Okay.
All right, Uni, go ahead and take a little nap. Okay. Oh, here, let's get a pencil for you, Miss Marley. Here, you can just use this.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so the first square, okay,
This one?
that we have right here, yes, that square is for the characters. What characters did you see in that story?
I
Go ahead
saw
and-
Pete the cat's friend.
Mm-hmm. You saw Pete the cat.
No,
Oh,
Pete the
his
cat's
friend?
friend.
All right.
It's a her.
A her. Thank you guys for filling out your first chart. Okay, thank you for sitting quietly. Marley, you're doing an awesome job working hard on your character there, Pete's friend. That's awesome. Awesome. Okay, who else was in the story? So we have Pete's friend. Who else do we have? Uni? Can you tell me, are you awake now? Oh, good. All right. Uni's awake, guys.
Phew, she's like her master.
Okay.
Or am I a master? I don't know.
Okay, so Uni's talking. This is Uni's turn now.
Got it.
Thank you guys for being quiet and respectful for Uni. Uni said that Pete was a character in the story. Would you guys agree with that?
Yeah.
I would too.
Pretty much.
Thank you, Uni.
Good job, Uni.
All right.
I'll draw your idea.
Oh, beautiful.
I'm gonna make Pete kind of small because I'm running out of room.
Okay, that sounds like a good idea. Dino Dan. Was there anybody else in the story? Any other characters in the story that you remember? You don't know? Come on. Give it a sec. Think about it. Oh, you got it? That's right, Dino Dan. Pete's mom. So we got Pete's mom,
Got
Pete, and Pete's friend. I think that was all the characters in the story. Now,
No, there's more.
that's okay. So, where did the setting take place? Do we know what the setting is of the story? Have you ever heard that
Is
word
it the
before?
middle?
Oh, is it the middle? No, that's not what we're looking for yet. What the setting is where the story takes place. So
Is where it happens?
where it happens. Exactly. So, where did this story happen?
At his school and at his house.
Yes. Yes, there was two settings, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's almost a trick question. And you figured it out. Way to think hard. Okay? So, the school...
Because I remembered that there was a school and a house.
Yes.
Because I didn't see the picture of the house, but I saw Pete in something, so I knew it was the house.
Oh, because he was baking, huh?
Yeah.
And his mom was there.
Yeah, and there's not a kitchen in a school.
Right. Okay, so can you draw that in the second?
Sure.
In the second square, please. The settings square. And so Dino Dan and Uni and Longneck, I believe you guys are writing with your words, please. Where the setting takes place.
Kind of curvy.
We're not in a rush. We're doing a great job. I like how you guys are working hard, sitting quietly at your desks. Okay, thank you, Marley. Wow. Look at that. Which one's that?
This is the school.
That's Pete's school?
Yeah, I'm gonna make.
So cool.
So you know there's a bell when you're trying to go inside.
All right, so go ahead and do your thing.
I'm gonna make the bell.
Good job.
And I want to make the house a little bit tinier because it's not the school. The school would have to be big for a lot of kids.
Oh, I like how you're thinking like that. You're right. Because a house is usually smaller than a school.
Yeah. You should see my... Oh, right. I'm already in my school, so you know how big it is.
This is like a schoolhouse.
Yeah. I would say that better.
Okay.
I forgot the door.
So now what we're going to do, while you guys are finishing up, is what this story was mainly about. What was this story about, Marley? Can you tell me?
Pete the Cat's groovy bake sale.
Yes, Pete the Cat's groovy bake sale. So can you write bake sale for me in that square,
I'll
please?
send it out if I don't know how to do
That
it.
sounds beautiful. Let's see what you got.
Wait, what's it?
And it's okay. What'd you say? The story was mainly about
Pete.
Okay.
I'm gonna do one finger.
All right.
Pete.
What makes the sound?
CH.
Ooh, that makes the ch
Right.
sound. That I like what you're thinking there, but the look at my tongue. What do you think?
How do you like it going?
I like what you did there. You put, oh, okay. You knew that the T and the H made the sound.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. So Pete the
D.
Pete the cat or Pete the cat?
Cat.
So it makes the T sound.
T.
T. There we go. So what's the story mainly about?
Pete the cat.
Pete the cat's what?
Groovy bake sale.
Bake sale. That's right.
I'm
Okay.
gonna make Okay.
So in the beginning of the story, can you draw me a picture of what happened in the beginning of the story?
Okay.
Marley. I want Marley to draw me a picture and Mr. Potato to draw me a picture. And I want the rest of you guys to write it out for me, please.
Where do
So in the beginning, where do you think that the beginning box would be? Would it be the first one? Would it be the second one? Or would it be the third one? If it's the beginning.
This one.
You think it's going to be at the end of the box?
No.
No, in the beginning is what part of the story? In the front
This
part
one.
of the story. In the beginning, what? You're going to draw me a picture, please,
Got
Marley.
it.
Thank you. What's that? What'd you draw a picture of?
The bake sale, and now I'm gonna make the cat.
But what's that called?
A stand.
A stand. Because when did we see that? When did we see the stand?
In the beginning of.
Yeah. I love how you said in the beginning, right? Because that's what square we're working on. And we even saw it on the second page of the story.
Uh-huh.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so where do you think in the middle? Where do you think the middle is going to be where you're going to talk about it? What box?
In the middle. This is gonna be the middle.
Yeah, because why? Why do you think so?
Because it's in
right,
the middle.
Right in the middle, right? So what happened in the middle of the story? Can you tell me?
Pete got mad and upset because he wasn't baking anything and it was going wrong.
Yes, 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 yes. I love all of that.
I'm gonna make a picture of it.
I love all of that. That was an excellent answer, Marley. Does anybody else have anything else to add? Dino Dan? Oh. Dino Dan said that he was also pretty upset, huh? And that Dino Dan thinks that he was frustrated. Do you guys agree that he might have been frustrated?
Yeah.
Yeah? That's nice. That happened in the middle, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Good job, Dan.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna put the cat's hand on the table because he's mad, and it would look like he hit his hand like that,
Mm-hmm.
but it would be softer so his mom doesn't know.
Okay.
Well, I'm just gonna make a picture.
Okay. If you'd like to talk with your table mates, you guys can talk if you'd like. Okay.
Hey Dan, do you have any ideas of what I should draw on that? Maybe make a little glove. Okay.
I love how you guys are focused on your work. You guys are talking with your elbow buddies.
What are elbow
Quietly.
buddies?
That's the person next to you.
Oh, right.
Are we ready to move on, or do we need a little more time?
I need a little more time.
Okay, Marley needs a little more time. Mr. Potato, you need a little more time too? All right. We can do that. Thank you for speaking up.
I'm gonna make a sad face.
All right. So now, what's the last part that we need to talk about? We talked about in the beginning, we talked about in the middle, and now what are we going to talk about?
The end.
The end. What happened in the end?
Can I talk to Unicorn?
Sure, go ahead.
Here, Dino. Oh, sorry. I'll put you back. Oh,
That's okay.
you a little sleepy?
Dino Dan's cool.
Hey, Unicorn. What do you think happened next? Oh, I know. You want to tell me something? Yes, you are right.
Wow, you know what, Marley? That was a great job of listening to Uni. Okay, you were doing a great job of being respectful to your partner and listening to her ideas. So what did you guys come up with? Can you help share with the class?
Yes. What you remembered is that Pete shared
Mm-hmm. don't you look at
her
me.
friends Pete the cat's friends liked his food, his sweet saddy bake.
Ooh, do you remember what he called it? Because you're right, they loved it. They loved his groovy berry goodness. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so can you draw me that last picture, please?
Yes.